Here are your hosts, Tom Hutler and Shannon O'Kelley, physical therapist and president of IRG Physical and Hand Therapy.
Welcome to another edition of IRG Physical and Hand Therapy's Health Talk, along with Shannon O'Kelley. I'm Tom Hutler. As always, great to have you with us today. And we have a really nice segment we want to start off with. Tell us about Aubrey Zoli, Shannon, what we're going to hear from Aubrey.
We're going to talk to Aubrey about the American Cancer Society and how important it is that we get involved and we contribute with donations and time, talent, treasure, so to speak. So Aubrey's going to talk about what the Cancer Society is doing.
Okay, let's hear from Aubrey Zoli and Shannon O'Kelley.
Aubrey Zoli, welcome. You're from the American Cancer Society, Senior Development Officer. Tell us what your job is and what your role is there.
Well, thank you, Shannon, for having me. My role here at the American Cancer Society is managing our two breast cancer initiatives in the Seattle area.
Tell us about these two initiatives that you're involved in, particularly how can people help you to stamp out and eliminate breast cancer and other forms of cancer?
So it's a pretty amazing thing that happened in 2020. Obviously, as you can imagine, the pandemic has affected people in astonishing ways, especially as it relates to healthcare. You know, there's an estimated 43% of patients missed routine preventative appointments. For the first time ever, breast cancer has now surpassed lung cancer as the number one diagnosed cancer. Both of these campaigns that I mentioned, Power of Pink and Making Strides, a huge part of both of these campaigns is awareness. So Making Strides Against Breast Cancer is a 5K. We have multiple campaigns running in the Washington area. We have one up in Snohomish County. We have an event in Seattle, and we also have one down in the Pierce County area. And then we have Power of Pink, which, like I said, is a new pilot campaign, and that's geared more towards companies and individuals who are looking to raise high-level amounts. And both of those programs, all of the money raised is specifically earmarked towards breast cancer. And so of all of the events that the American Cancer Society does, which there are a lot, this is the only series that actually is earmarked for a specific type of cancer. And so people can get involved by going to our website. You can go to cancer.org. You can form a team for Making Strides, and you can fundraise and then get out and join us for the walk. All of our events happen in October. And then Power of Pink runs the month of October. So it's a month-long campaign where the idea is people get dressed up and they wear pink to their office, which hopefully we'll be returning to come October.
I'm going to do the Power of Pink because I believe in it. I believe in your cause and I believe in your passion. I hope our listeners obviously can hear in your voice just your passion for this. Where's that passion come from, Aubrey? What a great cause, but where's your passion come from?
That's a great question. I think a lot of people that are in this industry definitely, unfortunately, have a personal connection to cancer. And I am certainly one of those people. Both my mom and my aunt are breast cancer survivors. So I'm very fortunate to be able to say that because not everyone is able to have, a parent or themselves go through this and come out on the other side. But both of my mom and my aunt both found their cancer very, very early and were able to, have treatment and get access to that so that now my mom is 20 years later post as a survivor and my aunt's just over a decade. So it runs in my family. I just turned 40 last year and I had to go in for my very first mammogram.
You know what I want to emphasize here though, Aubrey, fantastic story. Congratulations to your mother and your aunt, but more importantly, if people get behind this and we get the community involved and we build this power of people and activity and fundraising, we can eliminate this because the survival rate for breast cancer has improved, even though maybe the numbers are increased in diagnosis, but surviving is increased. The survival rate is increased.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And in large part, that's due to early detection. And one thing to highlight is health equity is something that's incredibly important to our mission with the American Cancer Society and making sure that people across all races, sexual orientations, occupations have the ability to have the same access to healthcare so that they're able to have the same chance at fighting the disease.
Aubrey, thank you very much for what you do and good luck in your initiatives.
Thank you, Shannon. Thank you so much for being a part of the Power of Pink. We love having you on board.
And you can get more information, by the way, at cancer.org, the Power of Pink event. And how are you going to be taking part in this, Shannon?
Oh, I always participate in the Power of Pink event, wearing pink for a whole month, getting donations, again, money raised, fund raised, go towards research. And one of these days, this C word, cancer word, will be eliminated from our vocabulary. That's the goal.
We'll have our next guest right after this time out on Como.